The Biden administration continues to push so-called climate change initiatives, and there's been a push to say that people of color are hit the hardest. But some say the exact opposite is actually happening, and that Biden's green energy agenda is what's hurting them. And to talk more about this, I want to bring in Donna Jackson, the Director of Membership Development for Project 21, the Black Leadership Network of the National Center for Public Policy Research. Donna, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So just earlier, you've had a really busy day. You spoke to members of the U.S. House of Representatives Committee on Energy and Commerce. I want you to tell our viewers, what was your message?
My message was that climate change policies and affordable energy is actually a war on the poor and minority communities. You know, a lot of times, the high energy cost is what keep African Americans trapped into poverty. Without energy, we don't have a pathway forward to home ownership. We don't have a pathway forward to start businesses. We don't have a pathway forward to gateway jobs into the middle class. And the Biden administration, in ensuing these green energy policies, actually has decided that Black people are dispensable. And it's terrible. And people should know that Black people are suffering under this. We have energy poverty that's worse than we've ever seen. And his so-called policies that are supposed to be helping minorities are actually hurting them.
Yeah, we're paying more for everything, right? Gas prices, energy costs are up, and there's a lot of small business owners in Black communities. I want to talk about that. How are they dealing with all of this, considering the green agenda?
They're actually not. You know, a lot of these businesses are actually closing permanently. And this is where we get jobs from. And the other things that people should remember is that Black people travel further away to get to their jobs. Black people have multi-generational homes, so they're using more volumes of energy in their homes. So they're paying a higher price already because we have to travel more to get to the places we need to. And then that price is actually more expensive. It's a regressive tax on the poor. And what it's doing is decimating Black communities. They're suffering that you wouldn't imagine that Black people are going through. Imagine a Black person whose monthly income is $3,000 a month, and now they're paying more than 30% of that just to energy costs. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. We're living paycheck to Wednesday, and then we have to borrow money from other people to help us make it to the next pay period.
Wow.
So we're already starting off with negative income before we even start the next week. That's crazy.
Way to put that into perspective. Is climate change even something on top of people's minds in the Black communities?
Climate change is what you get when you get elite white liberals setting an agenda for Black people without ever asking them what they need. Black people don't care about climate change because they understand that those policies are hurting them. This is what elite white liberals think we need, and they tell us to shut up and fall in line.
What is your message to the Biden administration?
You know, Black people were the people who helped them get in office. And now what he's doing is harming us the most. Stop it. This is crazy. It is energy jobs that help the minority community have a vibrant middle class during the early 70s, 80s, and now he's taking us backwards. He's actually destroying the Black middle class, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, it's sad to see. Donna Jackson, thank you for speaking out from Project 21. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Of course. Thank you. It's a pleasure as well.